An older people senior citizen introduction. It's not hard to live a good to great life as you age. Carry on like a wholesome, healthy, happy, inspired young person. Discover that you have a true nature given by God or whatever created you at birth, then have the courage to live by it, releasing your natural energy all the time, day after day. If you do this, when you get to the end, there will be no regrets because you tried as hard as you could to be yourself purely. You will have released all that natural energy inside of you. That's the purpose in life for enlightened people. Be who you are the way you were born. It's like that old song, and when I die by blood, sweat, and tears. All I ask of living is to have no chains on me. And all I ask of dying is to go naturally. Only want to go naturally. Richard Bach published a simple novella in 1970 called Jonathan Livingston Seagull, which was about one thing: be who you are the way your God or nature created you. This was revolutionary in an era of high capitalism when the self-help industry was revving up, selling all kinds of artificial ideas on how to succeed within the system. The problem was that people brainwashed by the system assumed success meant money, fame, and status. Success in real life is being who you are, doing what you want within reason, constrained by whatever money you have. The point for enlightened people is that money is a means to an end. For brainwashed people, it's an end in itself. I'm trying to live a free life to the best of my ability. One of my neighbors is a retired military colonel. He spends his time playing the stock market. He lost lots of money several times. Life is not about money. You need enough to cover your bills and material stuff, but life is supposed to be about the enjoyment of your finite time on this earth. Many people don't get it. They lose at life. They live in this ridiculous matrix called society or the human race all their lives. They never break free long enough to see themselves away from all that stuff. Enjoy your life while you got it. I don't want to get into a discussion about how evil the human race is, because I think the natural course of a human life is to get cynical as you age, which goes against the Christian ideology of loving your neighbor. I learned about how evil the human race is as a kid in religion class. It's all there in the book of Genesis. As I got older, I got beaten around, lied to, and exploited to the point where I now know it's impossible to live by the Christian ideal of loving others as yourself, so I don't sweat it. I'm superficially polite, but I don't try to live by some impossible ideal of serving my fellow man and woman. I try to live a happy, productive life. The less contact I have with strangers, aka random people, the less likely I am to encounter evil. You are responsible for creating a great life for yourself or being a mundane, weak person. It's always your choice. If you're wise, at some point in time, you discover your true nature after living in the matrix of capitalism, pop culture, coolness, status, religion, and other artificial values of the world. By the time you hit 50, if you're anywhere near enlightened, you realize the world's values are a lie next to the pure you alone. Your purpose as an enlightened person is to live by your true nature, releasing the natural energy from your soul as opposed to following the world's artificial values or being a lazy couch potato type of person, not doing much of anything beyond being entertained. By now, the naive left-wing, liberal idealism of youth should have worn off. You won't change the world. An evil empire runs it. There's nothing anyone can do about it. The Bank for International Settlements in Basel, Switzerland appointed itself as the central bank of central banks. They create money out of nothing and lend it to the governments, people, and businesses of the world, then expect that money back at compound interest. If anybody tries to ruin the greatest scam ever, they have the power to wipe you out. The say JFK was assassinated by this group of people. The point is the same as Siddhartha discovered when he went from being a young man to an old man in the novel by Hermann Hesse. The river constantly runs. There is nothing you will ever do to change it. Live your little life to the best of your ability. Try to avoid the evil people of the world. It's like the Bible says in Mark 12:17. Then Jesus said to them, "Give back to Caesar what is Caesar's and to God what is God's. Follow the laws. Don't waste your time on government. Everything is run by greedy elitists regardless of what form of government they say it is on face. Don't waste your time unless you use the news as a form of entertainment. Focus on trying to get enough money to last the rest of your life without going homeless. In Canada, they have an old age pension starting at 65 even if you didn't work a day in your life. There is free healthcare for everyone. Americans and most other older people do not have a government safety net. The most important thing is to have enough money so you don't go homeless before you die. United States has some form of Medicare for people over 65. You get Social Security only if you worked enough to earn at least 40 labor credits or whatever it is now. I was reading some police reports about a cop who found a dead guy with a suicide note in his pocket which said something like, "I can't afford my treatment or drugs, so there's no sense living." You have to fend for yourself until you die. Even with social programs like senior housing, there is no guarantee that anyone will help you. You have to take care of yourself. Then there's health. They say about 70% of Westerners are overweight. It gets worse as you age. Men and women alike lose about 1% of testosterone a year, which drains your natural physical energy, but worse than this is the loss of natural vitality and inspiration, assuming you had it in the first place. The hidden destroyer is a loss of inspiration. Everybody has a choice on how to think and live regardless of age. If you talk to people straight on, virtually all of them claim to be inspired active people, but most people are boring duds, living lives of quiet desperation or pacification, watching a screen all day long, getting comfortably sitting on a couch eating stuff or slowly getting drunk. You live alone in your head. You create your life until you take your last breath. You need something that keeps you going. It could be as simple as love of life or trying to be vital and healthy. You need something that you think and do in a purposeful way day after day in order to feel some kind of aesthetic spiritual self-respect and fulfillment. Live as an active, inspired person without getting discouraged, laying around, doing nothing much at all. The trick is to never lose a hold of your active self. Even if it feels nice to lay around day after day, the only way to feel good and not hate yourself is to burn off your natural energy doing things. The happiest people are active ones. At TalkStreamLive.com, some of those talk show hosts have been around for 30 years or so. Jim Bohannon, Rush Limbaugh, and George Norrie kept going long after retirement age. Their talk show jobs keep them feeling good. You need to create a life of meaning for yourself, even if it's just to take care of a few pets. Drinking alcohol or watching TV all day long is a mundane existence. It leads to loss of self-respect. The worst thing is to get some disease that cuts your life short. Conventional medicine can help you to a point, but your health is up to you. I don't buy into all them pills they're prescribing for older people who take them because they've been brainwashed to. Most prescription drugs have some manner of poison to them and only work via the placebo effect, the idea that the pill will work, so it does, but it's all in the patient's head. Some people are looking for love and fun as they age. Some people want comfort and stability, to be in one place, have cable TV and the internet, have a supermarket close by. They're all set for comfort. I was watching the TV show Cops one day. They went into the guy's house. They looked out back. There were several thousand beer cans there. He was drinking beer and throwing the cans out the window. Many seniors try to help their grandchildren, which is fine, but all young people are poor. As they hit teenagehood, they want easy money. Don't have cash laying around your house. Life is lived in minutes at a time alone in your own head. In today's world, many grandkids are more interested in the screens on their devices than you. You're just an old fuddy-dud who gives them easy money. I believe that the modern TV internet video game world has cut the soul of personal relationships such that many people are more interested in their devices rather than personal relationships with people. You choose to live an inspired life even if your health is failing. You're either active or mundane to lazy. If you have a certain amount of money, there are warmer, cheaper, simpler places to live. There are countries like Mexico, Belize, Costa Rica, Panama, Thailand, Vietnam, the Philippines, and Malaysia, which was a British colony at one time, so there is English spoken there. By 50, the loss of testosterone, hard living, and the effects of oxidative stress wear out a body such that your life's energy is permanently drained to a certain level. Extra fat on your body and chemicals in food wear you out too. They say water everywhere is polluted, which is why some people use water filters over and above their government water supply. This book is a compilation of things to help seniors with practical matters. Enjoying your life. Looking for love and fun. The major issues of aging are as follows. Health. Retirement. What to do for fun, excitement, and inspiration. Traveling and possibly moving to a cheaper, better place. Having enough money to keep you going until you die. Natural inspiration and joy. Dealing with loss of health and mental functions. Feeling shunted by society. Loneliness. A feeling of existential emptiness about life worth. Spirituality, life after death. Dealing with the death of partner or spouse. Facing eventual death. You create your misery. Problems happen, but you choose how you deal with them. Realize that you're old. Make peace with the fact that you'll never look handsome or beautiful again like you did when you were young. Accept life the way it is with all its cruelty and live the best way you can in your little bit of space day by day. Don't watch the news that much. It's somebody else's propaganda. Accept your life and try to be happy, inspired, compassionate, loving and peaceful day by day. That's all anybody gets regardless of age. Nothing is promised to anybody. Life exists in moments at a time. Get your head out of that matrix. Try to live a good life for yourself. Don't watch those network news shows with all their ads for drugs. Nobody needs all those drugs. Live the old school way. Eat simple foods. Go outside and enjoy nature. Get over the manufactured world on TV and online. Get some joy for yourself. There are two possibilities. You move on to an afterlife. You're dead forever. Either way, it's out of your control. You pass, then it's over. You hope for a painless death, then it's over either way. All we got is time to try to live a good life now. We are divorced from our true natures by modern society. I was listening to Clyde Lewis in one of his lounge talks on the Anthony Hilder YouTube channel. He said he was 52 years old, all cut up because he had had surgery for cancer, about 160 pounds overweight, and he didn't feel like getting out of bed, but then he realized he wanted to live and made a conscious effort to do so. There's another thing hardly anyone talks about. If you go to the YouTube channel The Dodo, you see the loving relationships people have with animals. You can tell those people are unashamedly in love affairs with their pets. That's real joy. You're alive right now. Don't worry about the bullshit of the world. Live for whatever joy you get out of it. Here is a line from Empire of the Sun's song Alive. Lovin' every minute because you make me feel so alive, 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 alive. Charles Dickens started off his novel A Tale of Two Cities with this prose. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief. It was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light. It was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope. It was the winter of despair. We had everything before us. We had nothing before us. We were all going direct to heaven. We were all going direct the other way. If you're interested in education, either refer to my education book or go to number 370, number 379 at the library. Number 378.15 contains college guidebooks if you're thinking about going back to school. Money and estate planning are at number 332 at the library.